40 degrees. Joining us now, Congressman Matt Gaetz, a member of the House Judiciary and Armed Services Committees, and great to have you with us. And Congressman, I don't know if you're paying much attention to the conference committee, but that looks like an assemblage of, I'm not going to use an unkindly noun as the object, but I don't think that after I look at those folks and the masters they serve, I don't think there's a chance in hell of getting a border wall built. What do you think?
There are no members of the Freedom Caucus on the conference committee. None of the more prominent conservatives in the Congress are on the conference committee. And the message from the leadership of both parties is pretty clear. This negotiation is about what Democrats in the Senate will support and what the president will sign. But I think it's a mistake to exclude people like Jim Jordan and Mark Meadows and Andy Biggs and myself, who are the principal influencers of the president on a lot of the more conservative issues. Lou, it's almost like if someone was on Lou Dobbs Tonight, they were automatically ineligible to serve on the conference committee, because the folks that you like to have tend to lean to the conservative border security side of things, and
they're
it's
all
just
great
a different
Americans.
group.
The folks I like to have on the broadcast, and I got to tell you, I hadn't looked at it that way. I guess I'm getting more modest in my later years. I have to tell you, it is disheartening to think that this is what the president has to put up with and what we have to contend with as a people, because it is appalling.
I don't think this president's going to sign a bad deal. What he said to me repeatedly is that he's not going to just simply agree that we're going to forever kick the can down the road on this border. He is going to secure the border, and I'm glad he's got the sword of Damocles hanging over the Congress, because if we don't do our job, President Trump will do his job, and he will make sure that a border security barrier is built. And we've got to have it, Lou. We all know it. It's just the insiders in Washington in both parties who benefit from open borders.
Let me share with you a couple of comments, and if we could go to the full screen, the Democratic Conference Committee talking points. We will push for a smart, effective border security posture, one that does not rely on costly physical barriers, i.e. costly effective barriers. Senator Shelby, when asked about compromise including DACA or temporary status, he said, quote, and this is elegant, don't you think? Sometimes broadening the scope, in parentheses, of the committee, the conference committee, helps because it brings more issues in and helps to move things along. It's helped so long to refer to comprehensive immigration reform, Congressman, over all these 13 years since the first run at it, to no avail. I mean, that's Washington. The swamp always wants to expand the problem, so you forget that the original problem wasn't solved. It's disgusting.
And another element of the swamp is always to try to pack the room with people who have a more milquetoast approach to policy reforms. Fortunately, we have a bold president, and I think that he's going to take action in 2.5 weeks. But, Lou, it's Wednesday, and Congress left town. There's almost nobody here. It's like we've got the French work week going. We came into town Monday night, and we left by Wednesday afternoon. I mean, regular Americans who are in jobs all over this country are still getting after it, and it's pretty sad that Nancy Pelosi didn't even put a border security bill on the floor this week, because she's got a group of her conference that say walls are racist and another group that would probably vote for some walls.
It's unbelievable. And meanwhile, no urgency at all, despite everything that the president has alone been educating the American people about that crisis, and the deniers in the Democratic Party are just, it's stunning to me to see the national left-wing media just sort of inhale and then slowly exhale their potted plants and a waste of water at that.
Look, we got to fight back, and we got to make the case that strong borders, safe communities, rising wages, that is the destiny that the American people deserve. It's what our president is fighting for every day, and it's about damn time that the conservatives in Congress had his back, fought for his priorities, and made sure that we didn't give up.
You know, and it'd be nice if just a few of the U.S. multinationals and corporate America would stand up with this president, but they won't. Congressman Matt Gaetz, thanks for being here. Good to see you as always.